beginning of this film trailer starts off with the logo of Walt Disney. This indicates to the audience that it is a high budget film and it will attract audience just from the sheer view of the Walt Disney logo because it is so popular and well known all over the world.
Music at the beginning is quite simple, and then when the pitch comes on it's really dark, so you think that he's baddie, and you can see that he's like plotting something, and when he starts fighting him the music becomes more adventurous and more exhilarating.
The title screen is showing the character's personality. This part clearly shows that the main character is a baddie and that he is wanted by these people, but you are enticed to him to like him because he is the main character and of his face.
On this next part, the music stops and it gives a comical value.
This title screen also shows another personality of the character.
The music sparks up again so that you feel more in the adventure with the main character. We also get to learn the character's name as the other guys are shouting it. There's also a little bit more comedy thrown into this scene.
The declaration of being the kingdom's greatest thief puts you off what you expect him to be because you sort of hope he's quite a good person, but he's sort of not. He's a bit of a baddie, which is not what you expected. Also, the music at this point is very intense and exhilarating, although it stops dead as soon as he opens the door, which adds tension.
This is where it gets a little bit more exciting because you think that maybe he could be a bit of a goodie and that there could be something bad in this tower that he's like hiding in, but then it's a bit more of a plot twist and you find out a bit more of the storyline. At this point we still don't know really what's knocked him out, but the music changes to a more popular teen song which is quite playful, so you know it's not going to be that much of an action like bad scene.
The things that are happening to the main character Prince is comical to children as it's quite funny and it's very jokey.
Also, the song that's playing is called Trouble, which relates to the character's personality because he's a thief.
There is a more comedy value to this scene because it is not realistic at all and it's completely unrealistic, which is more funny.
This next part is where you find out what it is that's been attacking him and controlling him, and you see that it's the girl and it's not really what you expect. It also shows like a gender representation of how the girl's in control over the guy, which you don't normally see in films. There's even more comedy here as well, as he's acting quite cocky and thinks he's like amazing, and she just sort of looks at him like, you're an idiot.
The music has gone off at this point to make the viewers concentrate on the conversation which is happening between the two characters.
It sort of gets a bit tense after he's said what he needs to say and she don't really reply, and the little chameleon sort of helps her out to decide what to do, which is also unrealistic, and that's when the music starts again when she throws him out the window. Yeah.
This quote of "he's seen it all" makes us think on the quote of "I've seen it all," as if like I've seen everything now, like it's extraordinary. It implies that he's completely running away from her, but we don't know this is the case as it is just the trailer.
This gives it more of a young teenage feel in the dialect they use by saying like forever.
It is now apparent in the film that it is a replica of Rapunzel but a much modern version, and by shouting "you coming Blondie" and she just flies down makes the film a lot more less traditional and a bit more exciting.
These next few bits show her like playing around while he's a bit bored, which she could be sort of falling in love with the outside and he's fallen in love with her.
This part indicates when the film is coming out, and this also gets you excited.
This bit also plays on the replica of Rapunzel, but it gives it a funny side to it rather than a princessy side.
This is the big reveal of the Tangled film, and it shows you the title, and the G in the Tangled represents the hair of Rapunzel's.
The name Tangled is also a twist on the name Rapunzel because she's got really long hair and it's obviously going to get all tangled and messed up.